Okay, I'm going to call the Town of Batavia Planning Board meeting to order for Tuesday, May 18th. Are you ready, Kim?
Yes.
Okay, because of the novel coronavirus pandemic and the state and federal bans on large meetings or gatherings, and pursuant to Governor Cuomo's executive order suspending the open meeting law, the Town of Batavia Planning Board meetings will be held electronically via Zoom instead of a public meeting open for the public to attend in person. Minutes of the meeting will be posted on the Town of Batavia website. Okay, I will now call the meeting to order. Roll call, please.
Paul Marchese. Paul McCullough.
Here.
Lou Paganello. Don Partridge.
Here.
Jeremy Lyles.
Here.
Jonathan Long.
Here.
Steve Tanner.
Here.
Brooks Hawley.
Okay, Brooks has been excused. He is at another meeting right now. Steve Tanner will be voting tonight in place of Lou Paganello. Did everyone have a chance to read the minutes of the previous meeting? That would have been on May 4th. Are there any additions or corrections to them?
I'll make a motion to approve.
Motion by Paul McCullough. Is there a second?
John Long.
John Long seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Okay.
Kathy, we have the public hearing ones from Corp for Chipotle.
Okay, so that wasn't on the agenda. Thank you.
You're
okay,
welcome.
did everyone read the Chipotle minutes?
To approve.
Any additions or corrections to that? No one appeared, so there's not a lot to talk about. But is there a motion?
Motion to approve.
And that was Steve Tanner?
Yeah.
The second.
Paul McCullough, second.
Paul McCullough, second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Thank you. Okay, we've got the public comments for anything on the agenda. Is there anyone here that would like to make a comment on our agenda items tonight? If so, just unmute yourself and let us know. Okay, well, before we get started, John Delapen is here from the ZBA. Will you tell us what you did last night on the Dickinson application?
Hey, we had two public hearings last night. One that was from Dickinson Automotive for a variance for a side yard variance. We wanted 10 feet and 30 is required. The ZBA approved that variance last night.
Okay, thank you, John.
You're welcome.
We are not going to take the Batavia Solar off the table tonight. They still need some more time. They're going to get back to us, and they would also like to discuss things with us. So I'm gonna set another time that they can talk to us, possibly the next meeting. Okay, so we'll go right down to the application by Bob Dickinson. Bob's not here tonight. I don't think. Is there anyone here representing Bob? We're under the impression that he did not want to come to the meeting, but I talked to Dan Lane today, and he said that he just isn't a meeting kind of guy. So I guess we can do this on our own. Is Matt Mahaney here? Matt? Okay, well, I guess I can talk about it.
Kathy, it looks like we have Steve Mountain here. He wanted to talk about it.
Oh, Steve, there you are. Okay, good.
Yeah, Matt's here. I haven't seen it, but Matt is here with me. He couldn't get on, so.
Hi, Kathy. This is Matt. I'm here.
Thank you, Matt. You want to tell us a little bit about Bob Dickinson's proposal in place of Bob?
Let's get out of it.
Yeah, so we reviewed it. The Town Zoning Board of Appeals approved the area variance last night. which was requesting a 10-foot setback opposed to the 30-foot setback required. The site plan also indicates that Mr. Dickinson is constructing the accessory structure well outside of the flood zone, so there's no issues as far as our review goes, and we don't have anything further to add, just the fact that he needs to go through the site plan review with you, the planning board.
Okay, now do you have any, I did send all the information. Did everyone look at the site plan? Does anyone have any questions or comments on it? Okay, it went through county planning and they approved it. They said the proposed storage building should pose no significant countywide or intercommunity impact. So it's got approval by the county, approval by the ZBA. Steve and Matt, anything to add?
No, just pretty standard. So I think we're all set from our end.
Okay, this is going to be a building to store his trucks during the winter, and he's really cleaned everything up. His place looks so nice. I don't know if you've driven by it, but it looks good, and I'm glad he's doing what he's doing. So I would entertain a motion to approve his site plan.
So move, John Long.
There a
Second, Partridge.
John Partridge, second. Roll call, please, Cam.
Jonathan,
Yes.
Don,
Yes.
Paul McCullough,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
Steve Tanner,
Yes.
Kathy.
Yes. This is a type 2 for seeker, so we don't have to do any review on it tonight. Now, Matt, we'll bring you back on for the zoning enforcement officer report.
Yes, as of right now, we don't have any new applications or inquiries to report of. We're still just continuing along with the existing approvals that you guys had, which would be the site plan reviews for the Alta and the Old Navy, which are actually finally under construction due to the COVID pandemic that was put on hold. Everything else is in-house review as the moment. We did, I know last planning board meeting, you guys reached out to us in regards to Jerry Arena's place. We have been keeping an eye on that. I did talk with Tom Lichtenthal, the highway superintendent, and we're following up with the, it's not so much a curb cut, but he did access that property from Marina Drive. So we're gonna handle that. And if any further changes come about, that will be brought forth with an application in front of the planning board.
Okay, how about Dave Ficarella? He's working on his senior housing.
Yes,
He's serious about this now?
Yes, ma'am. He's actively working on getting all the documentation into us, so that way it could be submitted to the Genesee County Planning Board, at which time everything would be forwarded over to you guys for review, so we could set a public hearing and go forward.
Okay, anything else?
That'll be all.
Any questions from the board? Steve Mountain, have you got anything else?
Yeah, I got a question for John. John, last night, did you also review the parking for Rochester Regional?
Yes, we did, Steve. We reviewed that, and Tom Bach was there and explained it, and we approved that also.
Okay. So Kathy, I don't know, and it may be just procedurally, but I don't know if you want to entertain a motion to consider that and approve that on the planning board's end. The site plan that you had the larger, or had, I believe, the larger spots, and then they, determined based on all the mitigations and things that we needed, that they needed, the smaller parking spots. So it may be something procedurally that you may want to do. I don't know if you have to, but.
Well, we might not have to, but if you feel it would help, it certainly won't hurt us. This would be an amendment to the site plan.
Yeah, or just a motion, to concur with the zoning board of appeals.
Okay.
Of the 9x18 parking spots.
Okay, 9x18, and they normally are 10x20.
Yeah, yep.
Okay, and that did go through the ZBA. So would
Yes, it
someone like
did.
to make a motion that we concur with the ZBA? This
So
is
moved,
Rochester
Partridge.
Regional, the building that they're building.
So moved, Partridge.
Dan Partridge made the motion. Is there a second?
Second, Paul.
Mom McCullough, second. Okay, Steve, that we'll have that on record.
Kathy, we
Okay.
need to do roll call.
Oh, roll call, please.
Don,
Yes.
Paul McCullough,
Yes.
Steve Tanner,
I think I have to abstain because the design firm I work for is the design firm that asked for that modification.
so noted. Jonathan,
Yes.
Jeremy,
Yes.
Kathy.
Yes. Okay, thank you for that. And we'll go on to my report. I've been talking to Chris Mosier, and Dan Lang went down there a couple of times to check out the facility. And so many of you weren't on the board when we approved this. We'd like to do an on-site special use permit review. And we're talking about next Tuesday. Would you be available to go down there? It's on Harloff Road. We could do it at 6, we could do it at 7, as long as it's daylight. They're gonna have an event going, so you'll get to hear it.
Yeah, just what time you want to go? I
Able
can.
to attend. Yep, and I'll be able to attend too, Kathy.
What's that?
I'll be able to attend too.
Who's that?
Steve Tanner.
Okay. We need to have a quorum, so we're gonna need 5. What I'll do, I'll send out an email to everyone and you can respond to me. Yes, Don Partridge?
I'll go.
Good. Okay, as long as we have 4 people, we'll be okay. I'm gonna go if we can have, I'd like to see the whole board if we could. Yes, John Delapenna, you're invited.
Okay, thank you. In case something comes up for zoning, I'd appreciate it.
Exactly, and you should see the facility also.
Thank
So think about it, look at your calendar. That's a date that worked for everyone, and there will be something going on, so you'll actually hear and see. So
You're
it
gonna-
shouldn't take us more than half an hour.
You're gonna set a time then?
Will
Well,
6 work? Or would you rather go at 7, our usual
6.
time?
I like 6.
One at a time, let's see. Paul McCullough,
6.
Jeremy,
Doesn't matter.
okay, Steve Tanner,
6.
John Long,
6 is fine.
okay, Don Partridge.
6.
Okay, it's gonna be 6 o'clock next Tuesday, and we'll meet there on the Harloff Road. And Chris will be looking for us. He'll give us a little tour, okay? Then the next thing I have, Sharon McQueth, they wanted to come back to the planning board with some more information about the 5G. And I talked to Dan Lang about that too. There's really nothing the planning board can do. What I was going to do is send her a letter encouraging her to give us information, because the more we know, the better it is for us, and that she could attend a work session with the town board. There's really nothing the planning board could do unless the town board was going to, and we just concurred. Does someone have a question? Okay, so that's what we're going to do with Sharon right now. I don't want to tell her she can't come, but it's really doesn't do us any good because we can't do anything for her as a planning board. Okay, does anyone have anything else? You guys are quiet tonight. Okay. Okay, so Steve Tanner,
Motion to adjourn?
is there a second?
Second.
Second by Paul McCullough, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? Well, thank you very much. This was a little easier than some of ours, but be prepared to do the Batavia Solar next time. Okay?
Thank you.
Hey, have a good night.
Thank you all. Good night.
Good
See
night.
you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday.